There's a big chance you lock the front end, but he's very good at controlling those. So I think attack from the start will be Marc's plan, as he typically does.
What about his teammate, Pecco Bagnaia, who was so dominant in Japan? It was insane. We thought he's come back. Here he is. This is his back, and we actually said it. But here, really struggling, 16th, couldn't get through Q1. What's going on? I mean, they are struggling with the 25 Ducatis, all of them around here.
Yeah, I think Aldeguer putting the old bike, the 24, on the front row of the grid proves that there is something missing from the GP25. I know Pecco's not a full 25, but Marc is, and it's not working. Digi struggled a little bit, but I don't think Pecco's showing this weekend is indicative of where he's at. When we go to Phillip Island, you go back to the regular tyre, I think he's back at least on a level or somewhere close to where he was in Motegi. So I don't think it's a complete stall of his momentum. I want to see a return.
Once again, just a quick summary of this.
Yeah, it's a tyre that we see in Thailand, in Austria and here, and it deals with a high surface temperature, and it just lowers the grip level for everyone on the grid, so it feels a little bit less predictive rhythm. He looked so good yesterday. His race pace was arguably second best to Bezzecchi on the overnight timesheets. Qualified well again, and I think he's got a good chance at this. With a good start, Marini and the Honda, they could do something here over 13 laps.
You know what I put that down to? Hello, welcome back to Lombard ahead of the Saturday sprint. I'm here in the pit lane, just standing in front of Pedro Acosta's second bike here in case he needs it. There is a bank of cloud, but don't think it's going to rain, Gav, as the scene here continues to clear the grid. And just a quick run across the front row. Raul Fernandez, Fermin Aldeguer and Marco Bezzecchi is in pole position. Neil is alongside Gav. Hello.
Thank you very much, Susie. Yeah, still, despite those clouds, humid tropical heat here in Indonesia, and MotoGP ready to race at Mandalika. Marco Bezzecchi, untouchable all weekend. He starts in pole ahead of an unfamiliar duo. What has the sprint got in store for us? Rewritten the script here at Mandalika. A stunning new lap record to take on their first front row starts of the weekend, with Pecco Bagnaia even further back, failed to make Yamaha's Alex Rins shining. There's a pure unpredictability in the race on a hot and humid track here in Indonesia.
Very much possibly. I mean, it's racing line, and then you'll see the lighter bit of
down there.
When I was in pit lane, obviously you can see the dark clouds. I looked up.
Think back to the first time we came in, the delays with the rain. This race has served up real.
Definitely can. He's got the best race pace for an advantage of about 0.4 of a second, pulling the biggest advantage.
And set it looked, and it looks the same. Really tight run into turn one as well, because of Fermin Aldeguer, the rookie, on his first race, starting down on road 3. In the heat of Lombok. Lights out, we're on the way, and the grace comes through. Oh, it's someone's really out on the dirty here in Indonesia.
Yeah, your pole man's back to turn 2.
Dirty part of the racetrack, perhaps. Acosta in third, Luca Marini in fourth. Then also sat up there was that
Rins down into turn 10, pushed him off the track.
Marquez himself, who's up to 5th place. They can see Bezzecchi with Marc Marquez behind, and Aldeguer back at them. His old sparring partner, Pedro Acosta's in.
Acosta, we know how fast he is, but to see Aldeguer...
The future right here, unfortunately some catch up. So, still Aldeguer leading. Now Acosta, now mired in that pack there is Miguel on 10. It's an opening lap one, into a hard break.
So he lost 2, I think 1 or at least 2 places. Fair enough. Hey, they didn't mess about with that one.
So as well.
We saw it once, didn't we? And it's like...
Anyway, I'm going to say that
he lost ground.
Let's make passes, don't we? Anyway, Marc Marquez, he has only missed out.
Right, Aldeguer, the main man. This is the man you've got to keep your eye on. Definitely got good pace. There is a chance for
dirt on his tyres. He has to go onto the dirt. Not quite the tyre underneath you that you need for operating window.
Yeah, these special heat get you.
And Aldeguer is coming back to Acosta.
I saw that because of the long lap penalty.
About 2.5 seconds in the long lap loop. He is so quick in that second
to overtake, so you have to really set something up, and this is the fast change of direction. Then you get the run. You always set it up perfectly. He's going to just release a little, and he's gone wide again, and that's But that's you can't trail break as much, and you're going to go wide.
The Honda rider's been saying that people, you know,
Opportunity through 15. Is he going to just throw it? Is he going to do that? It's a cheeky one if he does it. No, does he risk going up the inside? Break off. This time he's trying to level him. Not
trying to chase down his. He's not going to be beaten by Acosta today.
Just being a little bit greedy, trying to. And you're the only one who's chosen the hard. You. Anyone? He's stuck behind. So the lead at the front is.
Where's Bagnaia?
On that lap he was...
Well, he's moved up ahead of Acosta. This rider on circuit, Marco Bezzecchi, now that he's been know where his strong suits are in 8th. As
Bezzecchi's the fastest man on the track, but he's only a 10th of a... Yeah, he could. There's 8 laps to go. Well, in fact, there's 7 and have to find at least a... But he needs the clear... He needs a... Can't dilly-dally.
Yeah, but that's so true. You know, in these fast-flowing sectors, turns out on this lap.
Look at him there, though.
Fast corners, the Aprilia.
So fastest lap of the race, Marco Bezzecchi's point.
So point 4, that would be with a 2-second gap lap.
Yeah, close.
There are.
On the back of this man in front of him, Raul Fernandez. This is so quick. He's building. Look, he's close. I'm going to say if he tried that, then he was going to go wide.
Okay, as Pedro Acosta comes back into.
Looking further back, Marquez has got.
Greens.
Looks ever so slightly.
Just on this lap, out to 2. Quickly now, there are 6 to go in like a 1/10 of a second. So it's a track he doesn't get on with. It's not been one.
At 2.5 seconds off the pace. So this is that fast part of the track. This is where you, alongside him in the braking zones, so you don't have to do anything crazy.
The dirty part of the racetrack just is going down to the
squaring it off.
Well, even more, I think. I'm about around that. So.
Yeah, so with what's going to be 5 laps to go. And also, if you're Fermin Aldeguer, let's look at the gap.
2 seconds.
It's going to say you get this is when the nerves start to
running, because he maybe has a bit more. Maybe when it was up more of that, just needs to check himself. Mark
in 2/10 out of him. 2-second gap, and it's going to come. He'll come round, and
it's so hard to get past at this circuit. I mean, their own little battle there. Oh, that's nice from Mark.
And I tell you what, did you as well? You wouldn't think it if you met him in the paddock. Let's get it over the line. So it was 1/10
out of Aldeguer, 3/4 of a second. He's then got to find a way through.
Full vision, let's say. He will lead.
Scrap. Well, Pecco Bagnaia, an incident earlier on in this race, but the balance this weekend, sorry race for Bagnaia at the back.
On rails from the first practice session, missing corners, lots of crashes.
This tree, if you remember back in San Marino, the thing is he's showing he's got the pace, shifting their seats, as I'm sure Fermin himself.
The gap's come down and he's responded.
Oh, it's Zarco who's gone down.
Veteran. He was wide, he was at the racing line. Look at the dark bits of the... you can see it coming out of this corner, you'll see it out.
And actually, Bezzecchi hasn't made up any time. The battle for 5th between the last sector. This is where Bezzecchi, I have to say, he really has
apex.
Morbidelli and into 7th place.
And all over it.
No. Oh, Fermin. Turn 2. Start building, and you're thinking about turn 10 here.
You've no drive, so this is one of the best overtaking opportunities will be, or the problem is if you go on the racing line, someone's going to ram. I've said it. It's
copied, wasn't it, from Argentina?
Exactly.
Oh, and Bezzecchi eats up the ground to Aldeguer. Fermin Aldeguer has led from the off. Bezzecchi had a horrible for the sprint. Whichever way it goes, it's going to be the trophy to Raul Fernandez.
Closing in fast. So I want my rider who's
a little wobble on, but he was running pace, wasn't he?
Make it difficult for Bezzecchi to pass.
Wide, has he? He goes really wide. On a penalty here.
This is what we talked about. This is the aggression.
Now, as Aldeguer under pressure, last 16 and 16 to go before we get into that line. Is there any way to stuff it into the last quite enough?
Bike length away.
From under the nose of the rookie for Fermin Aldeguer. Marquez, the best of the rest, rounding out the point. Wow, tough, hard move on Aldeguer on that last.
He had such an advantage. We wouldn't
breather. We need it after that. What a grand celebrate as they take victory in the